So all other things being equal, and we're interested in what wins, it's better to be prudent than an idealist. Like if something's a fad, if it's a technology that's not going anywhere, you don't really want to have sunk millions, tens, hundreds of millions of pounds into it, right? You'd rather be a prudent than an idealist. Similarly, if it's a game-changing technology, if you're a manufacturer in 1880 in the UK, you don't want to be late to the steam engine, right? You want to have had that for decades in your factories. So it's better to be trailblazing than lagging. And as we know, we can see some of the challenges with being lagging. The difference then, I'm going to suggest to you, if you have to pick one, if you have to be picked to be optimistic and pessimistic, it is better to be optimistic, and it's better to go too far in terms of the adopting techs that might turn to be fads, because lagging is fatal in a way that idealism isn't. As humans, we often underestimate the risk of doing nothing. So when Kodak's board were looking at the introduction of digital photography and the effect it would have on their selling film, they thought, oh, it's really risky to put in a technology that jeopardizes our film sales. But of course, the biggest risk was not adopting digital technology and digital cameras when everybody else would. If you looked at Blockbuster, when they were offered the chance to buy Netflix, oh, that looks like it might be a risky acquisition of a fledgling startup. But of course, not buying Netflix and not getting that streaming capability was far bigger a risk. Indeed, in both those cases, it was existential, the risk of doing nothing. Similarly, with the adoption of artificial intelligence, companies have to adopt this new technology, otherwise they're going to die. They're just going to be simply outcompeted by their competitors. In the case of proposals, the specific thing that we do at AutogenAI, organizations that adopt our technology and use it are just going to win. And those organizations that don't are going to lose. Again, I'll come back to, it's like taking a knife to a gunfight. It's just setting yourself up for failure.